3 minutes, 10 seconds to solve this part. Couple things to note. So parts like this, this is a good use case of revolved boss base rather than doing a bunch of extrudes. So again, you have this cross section. That's all you need. You can revolve that around your center line. So picking up that arc, not doing the center rib right away, doing that later. I included that fillet right away as well, just to smooth things out later, not forget that. Then our top surface, again, also fairly simple. These arcs here, we just have to keep in mind where our center lines are. So in this case, had to go back to that sketch here, this boss extrude, edit sketch. So this is our dimension here. Well, technically, our dimension is from here, holding down shift to pick up the edge of that arc rather than its center point. There's our 34 millimeter dimension edge to edge. Another easy trick here, just picking up the two endpoints, making them horizontal. That way that arc actually centers around this vertical axis. So you can see this center point is now vertical with the origin, and then mirroring things over so I don't have to draw things twice. So that helped out a lot. Selecting the entire face rather than having to pick all the edges to do that top face fillet. And then internally, we have that revolved sketch. The other cool thing with this boss extrude, one thing you'll notice is that it goes down pretty far. So it's pretty hard to do just a simple up to surface because we have already added that fillet in. We can't just do a blind extrude. Well, we could, and then we could just do delete face to get rid of these edges here, anything that pokes out. But just up to body works really well for these kinds of situations. Oh, hey, I forgot to add in a rib. Let me just do an up to body extrude from the bottom. And it generally terminates well. Sometimes it can freak out, but in cases like this where you're extruding across the entire profile, a case where it might freak out is if I had picked up this outer edge instead of the inner one for the boss extrude. So again, up to body helps out when you forget those kinds of features, and you can't just do a simple blind cut extrude, or when you have this complex surface that you have to extrude up to. So without doing an offset surface and extruding up to that, you can just do up to body. Generally works out well. So there you go. Not going to do a second round this time just because first time was pretty good through. So on to the next challenge.